Go.
Hi, I'm Lonise. I'm happy to be here. I'm a therapist.
Thank you for joining.
I'm Cindy. Thank you for asking me to be here, and I'm a nurse practitioner.
Thank you. Well, good afternoon, and thank you both all for being here today. I won't take too much of your time. I want to ask a really hypothetical but non-hypothetical question. How does your inbox look right now? You don't have to answer me. I saw the squirmies and things like that. And if you don't want to answer the question about how your inbox looks right now, do you have any sticky notes on your desk about callbacks or anything like that that you haven't gotten back to just yet? Well, don't worry. This is a almost non-judgmental zone because I'm judging just a little bit, but it's okay. It's okay. But I can offer a solution. Hi, first, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Crystal Wilson, and I have been an executive administrative assistant for over 15 years. I've worked for just a bunch of brilliant people in leadership positions. I like to talk a little bit about how administrative support professionals are often underseen, undervalued, and sometimes underutilized, actually. I want to talk about how administrative support professionals are actually a strategic move if you want to hire them. Sometimes administrative professionals or leaders believe that administrative support is something that you hire on the back end, but I've learned that if you hire strong administrative support from the beginning of either your company as a foundation or even as management and building your team, it's actually a very strategic decision. I want to do a direct quote from a 2024 article entitled "The Evolving Role of Administrative Professional" from the Taskmasters of Strategic Partners by the author Jackie Lovitt. She cited, "Administrative professionals are often the eyes and ears of the organization. We are uniquely positioned to understand both the executive's needs and the team's challenges, making them, us, a bridge between leadership and the rest of the company." I like that quote a lot because I noticed in many of my roles that I am the bridge between the leaders and I'm the bridge between the colleagues and things like that. And it's been very effective if you work under leadership that understands that. I like to also mention how administrative support helps with time savings. According to a survey by Office Team, executives reported that effective administrative support actually saves you at least 101 minutes per day, which averages out to 8 hours per week. And I really like this. I picked this specifically because I don't think that people understand how important time is when it comes to leadership and roles and how to mitigate some of those nuances that could just take up time. Beyond time, effective administrative support helps with productivity. I like to quote this as well. A study published in the Journal of Management Studies found that organizations with skilled administrative staff experienced up to a 25% increase in team productivity. And that's because administrative support does everything else that you don't want to do. We do the emails that I mentioned earlier. We take your sticky notes off your desk. We do those different things, and we have the ability to manage that where you don't want that on your desk and things like that. So it would be really great if you hire an administrative support staff. Another thing that we can create effective administrative support is the morale of the company or the team. Some of the things that are often unnoticed is how everyone could be having a really bad day or a really bad week, and that executive support staff comes in with a card, some lunch, or even just a bright email that brightens up every day. And if you have good morale, people are more than likely to stay. And when people stay, we like retention. We have retention, we have people who can do the job. That helps you do your job as a leader. Another quote is a 2022 study from the UC Irvine and UCLA found that companies with a balanced level of administrative support had lower employee turnover and higher job satisfaction. When staff aren't bogged down by administrative tasks outside their roles, they're more likely to stay engaged, stay motivated, and stay longer. That same study actually had a caveat to it. And the caveat was not to overload or overemploy administrative support, but actually employ strategic and effective administrative support. Because what can happen is you can hire too much support and it can take the creativity from the actual team. You don't want to do that. You don't want to have your administrative support doing something they're not supposed to do and having your team doing stuff they're not supposed to do either. Another quality that's overlooked and yet overutilized is the use of emotional intelligence. And that's a gift that most of the strongest administrative supportive staff have. And emotional intelligence is something that's unseen, but has a really big impact on everybody in the company or the office. Emotional intelligence helps you anticipate the needs of your leaders and team. We handle stressful situations with ease, create a calm and a supportive environment. And if you think about you as a leader and how uncalm things can be, you will want someone who has a really, really good grasp on emotional intelligence, especially if you don't. I'm not talking about you with it. I've seen it. And that could also mitigate some of those nuances that we were talking about earlier. Another statistic, in a Forbes article by Dr. Vince Molinaro, who's also the CEO of Leadership of the Contract Corporation, stated that while the Bullroom celebrates praise for CEOs and senior executives, the vital leadership role of executive assistant often goes unnoticed and unappreciated. And when a CEO or leader has a genuinely exceptional executive assistant, their effectiveness is greatly amplified. So not only will you have a really great team, but you in your role will be amplified. Mm-hmm. So you'll be seen as the person who has it all together when it's really us in the background. Mm-hmm. But that's what we're here for. So whether you're running a startup, leading a larger organization, managing a team, effective administrative help isn't just about convenience, it's actually about strategic growth and actually about how you can enhance your ability to grow as well. It's necessary. It's about freeing up you and your team to focus on what they do best and what they would like to do most, while improving the work environment and ultimately driving better results. Thank you.
That's great.